And you're going.
Okay. Welcome back to Brine Tech 49, or is this 50?
49.
49, jeez. And, so lots of stuff happened, sort of. Lots of fast paced stuff. Uh, Yoane lifted up a small mountain using nothing but his breath. Uh, Ryoko was almost cubed, went from a three-dimensional figure down to two-dimensional several times. As following a hint by Moonsing Motley, he showed you where an ancient Genasi monastery had hidden a weapons cache before they were wiped out by an ancient attack by ogres. And using a magical flute, Yuane lifted up the mountain, go to run inside to activate a mechanism to raise up pillars, as the rest of the group did their best to defend Yuane, as he had to maintain a continuous unbroken note, as a pair of elementals attacked, seemingly bound to the defenses of the area. Even coming back after being dispensed until the mechanism was activated and the mountain was no longer levitating magically. The frog was introduced to orbit shortly after, but within you found within the darkness of the beneath the hill mountain, the resource chamber, you found a weapons cache of many well-preserved ancient weapons, more than enough to help equip your militia for their defenses, and even finding a small little cache of magical weapons. Uh, a two-handed maul, a boomerang made out of griffin bone, and a bow of red feather and wood. Uh, but with that realized, you made note of the location, the mechanism broken and seemingly stuck in the upright position for now, leaving a strange pillared, kind of flat cavern just in the middle of the jungle now. Perhaps a decent hiding place due to how overgrown it is, and with a functional or a ancient but perhaps functional forge within. If you once you told the villagers about it, they might get it set up for their own needs or use it as a hiding spot. But afterwards, you spent a day or two getting down to work. As, yeah. Oh, there was a dream that you witnessed as you glimpsed a brief window into Pizlap's former strength and power as a tinker demon under the service of the chained hells, or the chained court within the hells. Uh, but yeah, I can't remember where exactly we left off, but so you'd be all in the village by this point, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And Amon, at some point, knowing that Ryoko was going to try using her new bow, swapped out her mundane quiver for the enchanted one gained from the Adult Slayer. But
As you do.
As you do.
Magic. Ooh.
yeah, so we're going to be kicking off. We're about a week and a half until the estimated arrival of the pirates. But yeah, so let's say it's the morning as you wake up, and currently in progress. There's the watchtower being built on the island down there. You made Chrono and Quiet Hearts. You helped them make good progress setting it up down there previously before you flew back using Windlock. But otherwise, the day is yours. How do you want to proceed? How do you want to? Well, there is a list of things you can do. Let me scroll back up to it. And there are of course things. If you had ideas you wanted to do, feel free to say them. But there is the palisade that still has to be completed. You can start work on another watchtower. You can start training the militia in the new weaponry. You could go help them set up the forge, like show them where the cavern is, and maybe transport things over since you do have a bag of holding. You can help transport a lot of stuff there, or you know, you could spend a day using the turtle bell to go diving salvage. Uh, or there's also the request for medical ingredients for Dr. Vuteg's infirmary. And also, I remembered there was a short list that Old Mesha had given, or there was a list of ingredients that could be found around the island for Old Mesha that could think, because she said she could perhaps whip up some useful concoctions.
Poisons.
Perhaps poisons or potions, who knows?
Poisons
It's
are just
all
spicy
about-
potions.
Or
Yeah,
spoiled ones.
The difference between medicine and poison can be dosage.
Poison
I
is a
can't
medicine that cures you of the disease known as being alive.
I think it was in like one of the Dragon, or it was either in Dungeon or Dragon, the magazines where they would have like little comics. I mean, they would both have them, but there was one where it's like a magical shop. It's like, oh, expiration is bad on these potions of healing. Oh, here's what we do, and they just move it from the potions aisle over to the poisons aisle.
Well, waste not, want
I
not.
mean,
Right. Well, first thing I'm gonna do
Um,
is I'm gonna cast the wind walk on everybody so they can go wherever they want.
Yep, so you have 8 hours of windwalk.
I'm gonna continue doing lumber as necessary. It's better that we set up the perimeter towers first because, you know, transport and all that. I could work on the palisade after that
Yeah,
because
and
we may definitely need that.
on the map, this is the one that we helped set up, and also Artificer Point, I think, was started.
There was talk of that one getting started today. You can either assign a work group. You basically have like 4 work crews that can split up. Like right now, there's one working with you for the palisade, and then another work crew setting up the tower down here because they had they'll basically finish it today and then sail back with the Moonscales barge. But the so you could assign a work crew to go start building it here. I can't remember if you said you assigned someone to do that, or did you?
We might have, but I don't remember, so I'll just say that I'm gonna set that one up today.
Okay.
Because I remember y'all went down there, and there was the bear said, "Oh look, people I don't recognize. I can eat those," and then recognize some of us. It's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, you only got the natural 20 to be like, no, buddy.
No,
This
this
is
is
up
oh,
there.
Fireheart's
Side
got the
Heart
That was
natural
quite
automatically
hard.
20.
intimidation.
Is-
Did I
yeah,
not
it's
say quite
20. You said Ione.
Yeah, damn it.
I'm impressed how you mix those two up. That one was talent. I'm sorry.
I don't
So
know.
No, that was legitimate talent.
I know. I'm talented at being awful. Not awful.
Yes.
You know what I mean. Anyways, so that would be 3 work crews, with the 4th left to do whatever, which they might start doing like the carrying stuff over to the cache.
Yeah.
But I thought I heard someone at my door. Oh. I just saw a URL pop up on the map for a split second.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, I was trying to type stuff out.
Yeah, it was just like my pattern
Invaded
recognition.
by
popped right.
ads.
I was
We've hit
just
the
like,
big time.
I was like, what the fuck? No, get away.
Ew,
Yeah,
capitalism.
don't even joke about that. I literally went to watch Lower Decks on one of my pirate websites, and it literally had a pop-up going, hey, get premium to watch what that has. They're like, fuck off, I have uBlock.
Alright, so Krano's going to a palisade, yeah?
I'm going to set up this work crew up here.
Yep.
Ioane, yeah, Ioane is doing. I think he was going to wait for the palisade.
Yeah, he's helping with the palisade.
Okay. Who's gonna do training?
Hi.
Yeah, I figured.
We could always be funny. It's like you set up the palisade, Amon.
I got a 19 strength. I'll do it.
Got those ogre gauntlets.
You just need the right leverage.
I'm just imagine him setting up palisades. It's like, all right, we're done, and then just everyone goes, it's waist high, and he's just like, is that not supposed to be?
It's waist high, not for me.
For you, baby.
Yeah, well, remember that from the Trudon's point of view, they're the humans of Skull Island, back where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere else, they live at crotch height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back home they're at ankle height.
Which is more to the advantage of the Trudons than a disadvantage.
So,
Quiet Hearts, what are you doing?
Thinking to just go with them to finish up setting up the watchtower, since they take 2 days to set up.
they said that they'd be able to finish it up today themselves. So you could go with
Okay.
Corona to the Artificer Point, or take the extra watch
Yeah.
crew or the work group in.
I'll just take the extra work crew since they need to be doing something.
Okay, so it's Ryoko.
Let's see. So,
occupied?
yeah, okay.
Sorry, what?
Are you? What are you doing for the day? For the
Oh,
preparation?
yeah, okay, so it's my turn. I guess I'm working on the poisoning. Getting some poisons.
Now you have stockpiled a very large amount of decent, very good poisons, because that's what you've been doing over and over. You're getting diminishing
One
returns.
thing that's been working for me.
No, it has been. That's what I mean. You're starting to get to the point where you're going to start getting diminishing returns.
Damn.
You're still getting a very good stockpile, and there's going to be a lot of poison
You're
there.
bringing every last drop of poison off this island.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
I gotta
eventually
talk to people.
or find some other thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also go do the medical ingredients or the supplies for the old Masca.
Yeah, you love
What
Meisha,
do
don't
those
you?
entail role-wise?
Yeah, but I mean, we've all got to.
No, what do those entail role-wise? That's the question.
Oh, for like ingredient gathering, like survival or herbalism kit, or if you have maybe perception.
Well, I don't
Perception
have
would be a higher
perception.
DC than if you use nature would also work.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't have terrible perception.
Do you need? Oh God. So it's just me and Ryoko who need to find things to do, right?
In Minecraft, yes.
The hell?
Well,
Oh,
if Ryoko needs...
there's also you can check up on NPCs. You can check up on Meisha. There's Conmo to see how he's doing with processing the stuff for the the on-kegs. There's Tama, who said he would be interested in providing aid. But or you can try to track down the moon scale, because they are in there is a lot of them are in the village now in Rondo, but a lot of their non-combatants, like the young and the old, and just people who aren't combatants of the chieftain, they they relocated into the jungles to their own hidden locations since their village on there isn't very defensive in terms of combat.
Did we leave one of the or I would like to think we left one of the bottles ascending with them to keep in touch.
Not them. You left the bottle is currently with Work Crew 1 down at the Watchtower on the island.
Very good.
I remember us saying that last time, but because looking at the bottle, no messages, so no news is good news. Or they were wiped out before they could. Who knows?
Eaten by dire bear.
Oh no! You're going to give me anxiety.
Or you could check up on the progress in the tar pits.
Yeah. Oh, there has been. They have been collecting, tar from it occasionally. That's like that supply is coming and trickling in. Actually, Quidhurst, if you want, you could take your work crew there to do a big pickup rather than like the passive trickle in.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay.
And I can meet up with the tar babe again.
Yeah, because the magical the magic infused tar, the alchemist is finding a lot of good uses for that.
Yeah.
What's Anchor doing?
He's been helping with the militia stuff or like the brute force labor stuff.
All right, that makes sense.
Because he was a soldier in the Marician military.
Yeah.
All Warforged are. They have most of them, unless they're crafted for a specific thing, like spellcasting Warforged are sometimes, or research Warforged. Most of them, you get the what's the term? Compulsory service.
Mandatory service, yeah.
Mandatory service.
So I'm trying to figure out what I could best use, my summoning skills for. It helped Amon train the one day, having the target to, hit.
No, and there's also you could go help Jairus with stuff using your spells again like you did previously.
That is true. That is true. I was hoping Jairus.
Or you could have Ventra help Ryoko. Ventra knows flowers.
Yeah, actually.